Welcome to the Halloween Marathon of 2022.
Ghost House on the Master System. Okay, so let's get this out of the way from the very beginning. The box cover. I I can't find the correct words to use just for how incredibly uninspiring this cover is. This is what happens when you don't give your marketing team enough funding to do their job properly. Or maybe you gave your marketing team enough funding, but they blew it all on cocaine and strippers, and this is all the money that they had left. Hey, hold up the cartridge with your hand there, Bob, while I take a picture of it. Good one. With that said, let's get to the game. So, the story goes as follows, and I'm going to read this straight out of the manual from the game. You are about to inherit the family jewels, if you can get to them, that is. They're hidden somewhere inside Count Dracula's mansion, which wouldn't be such a big deal if Draculas, bats, fire blowers, mummies, and other deadly weirdos weren't hiding there too. You'll have to ward off or destroy everything that gets in your way, no matter how grotesque it appears. Plus, you'll have to keep punching. Wait, what? Plus, you'll have to keep punching to find the secret key that opens Count Dracula's coffin and captures the 5 precious stones, all before you run out of power. Ghoul luck. You're going to need it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So this Master System title is somewhat based on an older arcade game from Sega called Monster Bash. If you've never played it, don't worry. It wasn't that well known, and I didn't even know about it until many years later. So you basically have to traverse a huge house in search of a key. Now you would think the key is your way out of the house, but nope, that's not it. You have to get the key so you can unlock the coffin where Dracula is at. But you're not just facing one Dracula, you have 5 Draculas per round. 4 of them being fake Draculas, while one of them is the real vampire lord. Now here's the tricky part. If you don't kill the Dracula fast enough, they can respawn and you have to fight them again. Also, once you defeat the actual vampire lord, he comes back one more time and you have to fight him a second time on that same round. Once you get all 5 jewels in that round, a magical door will appear which allows you to exit the level and proceed to the next one. In this game, it's a little bit cryptic, and that's because there are some things that are just not explained properly or just they don't make any sense. For example, jumping on the arrows. Yeah, exactly. You're jumping on arrows. Gives you points. Or you can duck them and avoid them completely. That's what I would do. But if you happen to jump on a certain amount of arrows in a row successfully, you get an invisibility for a short bit of time. That's so much work for something that's temporary. That's like saying you have to jump on 10 or 15 Goombas in a row successfully without getting hit by them in order to gain the star invisibility in Super Mario Bros. I just find that option in this game to be extremely cumbersome and very cryptic in its execution. Another thing is that if you want to get a sword in the game, you don't just go to a box or pick up an icon that looks like a sword. No, that would make too much freaking sense. What you have to do is you have to jump in front of a candelabra. Candelabra? Is that how you pronounce it? Once you jump over a candelabra, a sword will come at you, and you have to jump on top of that sword in order to get it. If not, you're gonna get hit by it. Oh my god, that cocaine must have been awesome. Now, the more I play this game, the more I come to the conclusion that the marketing team was not the only one with insufficient funding for their respective department. And if all that I just mentioned wasn't cryptic enough, good luck finding the magic door that appears after you collect the jewels. The game came in 2 formats for the Master System. First as a Sega card, and later a regular cartridge. Now, how does this game hold up? I'm going to be a little harsh here, but the graphics, they're nothing special. And I know the Master System was very superior to the NES, had a lot more colors that it can show on the screen, so I expected better. But this was a very early library title, so I gotta give it that. With that said, I'm going to give it a solid 5. Gameplay is cryptic as hell, and some things that are easily accomplished in other similar titles are a chore to do on this one. The fact that it has only 6 levels, but the last 3 are only versions of the first 3, just with a harder difficulty, that doesn't help replayability. So for this score, I'm going to give it a 4. Overall, I would say the Halloween meter on this one, it's a 5. Now, if you're wondering why you didn't see footage of me actually finding the magic door and getting out of the level, it's because I never made it out of level 1. This game is just not for me. It has too many inconsistencies, too many gameplay mechanic issues. The execution is just, I don't find this game very fun to play after a while. For short spurts, maybe. For example, one of the things that really irked me was the fact that there are invisible platforms where you're going to just fall through the floor onto the next level. Same thing with the enemies. If one enemy happens to knock you back into a ladder, you're going to fall down. And I find that to be another little nuisance with this game. Now, it's not a horrible game to play, and it can be fun if you know what to do, but you're not missing out on anything special if you don't play it. Let's be honest. So be back here tomorrow for a breathtaking 32-bit title that shattered all expectations on that franchise. Oh, trust me, you don't want to miss this one.